guys, long time no see. My name is Salta, and on this channel I share a lot of information about Kazakhstan, our people and our traditions. On this video I wanted to share with you 8 weird beliefs and superstitions that we have and follow in Kazakhstan. Traditions and customs are our national treasure, and they play a huge role in people's lives. From a very young age, people are taught here by their parents or grandparents about the science of good or bad luck, or good or bad spirits, or some kind of other superstitions. People often believe in them without even knowing where they come from or what they mean. I also wanted to share a little disclaimer. Kazakhstan is a huge country. We have a lot of regions, so a lot of superstitions sometimes range from different regions, and they might differ in different regions. So I'm just gonna share with you whatever I've come across and I've seen in my own personal experience. So if this is something that you're interested in, watch the video till the end. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and yeah, let's begin. The first belief that I wanted to talk about is one of the more widespread ones, and it actually is true to a lot of different countries too, because I shared it in one of my videos, and it is because I actually shared it in the video about what not to do in Kazakhstan. You can watch it here, and it says that you're not allowed to whistle in someone's house because everybody believes that it's gonna bring bad luck. And if you're especially coming to someone's house, a Kazakh house, and you're gonna start whistling, I mean, there's no reason for you to whistle anyways, but in general it's considered to be bad luck to do that, so I advise you not to do that. But in general there is that belief because we believe that it's gonna bring poverty, that people are gonna lose money or something like that, so better not do that. As I said, this particular belief is not unique to Kazakhstan, it's also widespread in some countries. For example, in countries like Turkey, Japan, Russia, and etc. If it is true in your country, comment down below. The next one is returning home if you forgot something or left something at the house. It's actually considered to bring bad luck if you go back and pick it up, but especially if you do it like for the 3rd time or something. So, you know, sometimes I have even one story with my aunt. She was getting into this college in Soviet times. It was really hard to get into colleges back then. I mean, it's still true, it depends what kind of college, but for her it was like the state type of college where, you know, there's very limited spaces for some kind of, you know, governmental scholarships and like full ride scholarships. So she applied for one of them, and she forgot her some kind of slip for her grades or whatever. So but she needed that for the exam that she was taking to get into the school, but she was so afraid that it's gonna bring bad luck that she didn't go back. And that's so funny. I mean, personally I don't really believe in these superstitions, but you know, they're so widespread, they're everywhere in our country, and sometimes you even do them automatically and then you notice that, you know, it doesn't make sense. So yeah, if you return home to pick up something, if you left something that just people believe that it's gonna bring bad luck to your day, you know, something bad's gonna happen on your way, whatever that could possibly mean. But Kazakh people came out with a solution to this. They decided to call people, you know, call someone in the house and maybe ask them to bring whatever item you forgot. So that could be a solution, but you know, I would still go back anyway. So, but the funniest thing is that, okay, if you go back, you make sure you look at the mirror before you leave so that it cancels out the bad luck. I mean, it's very weird and strange, but there's the belief and there's the superstition that exists in Kazakhstan. Another one is pretty widespread too. Whenever you see a black cat on the street and you try to walk either the other way or, you know, along it because you don't want it to cross your road, whatever your path, you don't want it to cross it because, you know, that also is considered as bad luck. And there's even a saying that I looked up recently. It says "Жол сенікі, бақыт менікі," which means the road might be yours, but the happiness is mine. I don't know. So they kind of like cut your path, and that's like considered bad luck. So that's pretty widespread in Kazakhstan too. The next superstition we have, which is also pretty big, and you might see a lot of people put on their Instagram or somewhere they have the evil eye. So people do believe in evil eye. They think people can, by looking at you, bring you bad luck, or make you sick, or do some kind of curse on you. So they always try to protect themselves from someone like being very jealous of what they're doing, or someone stealing what they have, like just by looking at them. So sometimes they wouldn't show if they have something nice, or it is believed that little children are frequently exposed to evil eye. So when they're born, a lot of the times families don't show the pictures of the kid up until like a certain age, because they're afraid that someone's gonna put a bad eye on them or something like that. There's gonna be an evil eye and they might get sick, bring bad luck or whatever to the kid. This is also why we have this tradition where up until the child is 40 days old, the child is not shown to anyone else except like the immediate family, because they're afraid of something happening to the kid, people having like weird looks at the kid, and they're like making the kid sick, or something like that. If a lot of people see the baby, someone with evil eye or bad intentions can jinx the baby, and they can get sick or even worse. So this is why you would see on Instagram when they post a lot of mothers on Instagram from Kazakhstan, when they post their baby on social media, they would put some kind of emoji on top of the child's face, just like just to like avoid evil eye, which is very funny. Belief number 5 is also connected to the evil eye. A lot of the times, small children or kids, they would have some kind of dark spots on their faces, especially on their foreheads, and that is placed there to focus someone's evil eye first on that type of spot, and then all the bad energy goes there, I guess, and distracts the evil eye. And so they don't get sick, nothing happens to them. But and I've actually seen it in my own family. My mom she wouldn't do like this type of spots on my forehead, but she would always say like you should put some kind of very big type of jewelry, or something very bright next to your face, so that even if you have evil eye or some kind of bad intentions from people, they're gonna like pay attention to your jewelry first, and then like not notice something else maybe. So she would always prefer me to wear some kind of bright jewelry, bright clothes, so that distracts evil eye basically. And sometimes I've heard people who believe in evil eye, they're like, oh my god, my bracelet broke, or my earrings broke, something like that. Means like the evil eye was there, but the jewelry took the responsibility for it, I guess, and like you didn't get sick, but your jewelry broke. So yeah. Now let's talk about some traditions and superstitions that attract good luck. A lot of the times, if you don't want to have evil eye or bad luck, for example, you have a pay raise, or your kid has like good grades in their school, or whatever good that's happening in your life, you talk about it, or you wish it, you discuss it with someone. You always want to not knock on the wood 3 times, just to like not to scare the good luck and not to jinx it basically, and you'll have even better news in the future. Oh, and another thing that I forgot to mention is that whenever you don't want evil eye to happen to anyone, when you're saying like something good about someone, you're like, oh, you're so good looking, or your kid is so like cute and like smart, whatever. If you're praising someone, if you're saying something that can bring evil eye to it, you not only knock on wood, but you also spit 3 times, or like spit multiple times. You're like, spit. We don't want this type of praise. We do want that praise from you. We do want compliments from you, but we don't want to scare away the luck that we have. We don't want to lose the luck. We don't want to bring evil eye. So whenever you're like saying, oh, you have such a cute baby, and you're like spitting on that baby, or like not on that baby, but like next to that baby, or someone got a job, or you're like praising someone, you're like, oh, good job, you're so smart, you're so successful, everything's going so well. So this is what you do, and this is very popular in Kazakhstan. The next one is also about good luck. If you drop some kind of piece of bread in your coffee or tea, that means that you're gonna have good news in the future. That particular one is not something that I've seen a lot, and that's something that I didn't hear as much, but it's also there. And the last one is related to also Kazakh traditions and Kazakh patriarchy, Kazakh preference for men. You know, when there's a lot of girls in the family, they always want to have a son. Every family wants to have a son. Every guy wants to have a son. So, and usually, you know, sons are kind of treated as kings, but I mean, it's not widespread, but also if you have, like, you know, 5 girls in a row and you can't get a boy, there's a tradition in Kazakhstan where you call your last girl, you know, with a boy's name, or, you know, you add this stem called ul, which means literally boy, and then, you know, that's gonna guarantee that your next child is gonna be a boy. Some of the names like that are Ulbala, Uljan, Ulbulsun. There's like all of these names that girls have that have the word boy literally in their name. So this is it, guys. I hope you liked the video. Let me know in the comments below if you want to see part 2 of the superstitions in Kazakhstan. Also, let me know if you have any of these superstitions in your country as well, or what kind of superstitions you have in your country. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!